Breaking. The forecast just changed in the last hour, and if you live anywhere from Georgia to Massachusetts, what I am about to show you will completely alter your weekend plans. 41 people are already confirmed dead from the last winter storm, and this new system is tracking to be even more dangerous. Right now, nearly 400,000 homes are still without power. Tennessee, 128,000. Mississippi, 114,000. Louisiana, 71,000. And temperatures are about to plunge below zero again tomorrow morning across the northern half of the United States. But here is what nobody is talking about yet. The computer models just shifted this massive snowstorm 90 miles to the east in the last 6 hours. Cities that thought they were safe are now directly in the crosshairs. And I'm going to show you exactly when this storm hits your specific city, down to the hour. If you live in North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, or Massachusetts, drop a comment right now telling me where you are located. I will give you a personalized forecast for your exact area. This is not a drill. This is happening Saturday into Sunday. Let me show you something shocking. The European model is now predicting up to 4 feet of snow in isolated areas. 4 feet. That is taller than most children. The Canadian model agrees. The GFS model agrees. When all 3 major forecasting systems align like this, we pay attention. And here is your first reward for watching. At exactly 3 minutes and 20 seconds into this video, I am going to reveal the 3 cities that are going to get hit the absolute hardest, with snow totals that we have not seen in decades. You do not want to miss that. But first, let me explain why this storm is so dangerous. We are dealing with something meteorologists call bombogenesis. That is when a storm system rapidly intensifies over the Atlantic Ocean, creating a weather bomb. Wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour, blizzard conditions, whiteout conditions where you cannot see 5 feet in front of your vehicle. The National Weather Service is already preparing blizzard warnings for 6 states. 6, and that number could grow to 8 or 9 by tomorrow morning. Now let me walk you through this timeline, city by city, hour by hour, because the question everyone is asking is, when does this hit me? Let me start with Georgia. Atlanta, you are going to see the first snowflakes Saturday morning around 8 a.m. Not much, maybe an inch or 2, but this is just the appetizer. Savannah, you might even see some lake-effect snow flurries as that Arctic air moves over the warmer Atlantic waters. Rare, but possible. Augusta, Georgia, light snow begins Saturday morning 9 a.m. Columbus, same timeline. Macon, you are looking at Saturday afternoon around 1 p.m. when things start. Now let us move to South Carolina. This is where things get serious. Columbia, the snow starts Saturday around 11 a.m. By Saturday evening at 7 p.m., you could have 4 to 6 inches on the ground. Anderson, Greenville, Spartanburg, you are all in the same boat. Saturday late morning into Saturday night. Plan for 3 to 5 inches minimum. But here is the twist. Charleston, South Carolina, you are going to get hit harder than Columbia. Why? Because of where that low-pressure system sets up off the coast. Charleston, expect snow to begin Saturday afternoon around 2 p.m. and by Sunday morning at 6 a.m. you could be looking at 8 to 10 inches. That is nearly a foot of snow for a city that rarely sees this. Myrtle Beach, same story. Saturday afternoon through Sunday morning, 8 to 12 inches possible. Now, North Carolina, this is the bullseye. This is ground zero for this storm. Charlotte, snow begins Saturday around 10 a.m. Light at first. By Saturday evening at 6 p.m., it is coming down heavy. By Sunday morning at 8 a.m., you could have 12 to 18 inches. Yes, you heard that correctly. 12 to 18 inches for Charlotte. Asheville, you are in the mountains, so you know snow. But this is different. Saturday afternoon, 1 p.m., snow begins. By Sunday afternoon, you could have 20 to 24 inches, 2 feet of snow in Asheville. Hickory, similar numbers, 18 to 24 inches possible. But here is what you have been waiting for. The 3 cities getting hit the absolute hardest. Number 3, Raleigh, North Carolina. Snow begins Saturday around noon. By Sunday evening at 6 p.m., total accumulation 24 to 30 inches. That is 2.5 feet of snow. The capital city could be completely shut down for 3 to 4 days. Number 2, Greensboro, North Carolina. Snow starts Saturday late morning, 11 a.m. This is where the heaviest bands set up. By Sunday night at 8 p.m., we are looking at 30 to 36 inches possible. 3 feet of snow. This is historic. And the number 1 hardest hit city, Fayetteville, North Carolina, right in the path. Saturday noon through Sunday night, total accumulation 36 to 42 inches possible. That is 3.5 feet of snow. This will be the biggest snowstorm Fayetteville has seen in 50 years, maybe longer. Now let me continue with Virginia. This is critical information. Roanoke, Virginia. Snow begins Saturday around 1 p.m. By Sunday morning, 6 to 9 inches. Danville, Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. Snow begins. 8 to 12 inches by Sunday evening. But Richmond, the state capital, here is your forecast. Saturday evening at 5 p.m., snow begins. And this is where that coastal low really cranks up. By Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m., you could have 14 to 18 inches in Richmond. The city will be paralyzed. Virginia Beach and Norfolk, you are right on the coast, and that is actually worse for you. The ocean moisture feeds this storm. Saturday night at 8 p.m., heavy snow begins. By Sunday afternoon, 16 to 20 inches possible. Blizzard conditions with winds gusting to 60 miles per hour. This is life-threatening weather. Now, West Virginia. Charleston, West Virginia, you get hit Saturday afternoon around 3 p.m. By Sunday morning, 4 to 7 inches. Beckley, you are higher in elevation, so 6 to 10 inches possible. Huntington, similar to Charleston, 4 to 8 inches. Let us talk about Maryland and Delaware. The Delmarva Peninsula is in a dangerous position. Salisbury, Maryland, Saturday night at 9 p.m., heavy snow begins. By Sunday evening, 12 to 16 inches. Ocean City, Maryland, you are right on the Atlantic. Saturday night through Sunday, 18 to 24 inches possible with blizzard conditions and coastal flooding from waves up to 20 feet high. Dover, Delaware, Saturday night at 10 p.m. By Sunday afternoon, 10 to 14 inches. Wilmington, Delaware, this is where it gets tricky. You are on the northern edge of the heaviest snow. Saturday night at 11 p.m. through Sunday morning, 8 to 12 inches, but if that track shifts just 20 miles west, you could see 16 to 20 inches. Now Pennsylvania. Philadelphia, you are going to be on the edge. Saturday night, light snow begins. By Sunday afternoon, 4 to 8 inches. But here is the thing. If this storm tracks 30 miles further west than expected, Philadelphia could see 12 to 16 inches. This is still uncertain. Harrisburg, similar situation. 6 to 10 inches likely, but could be more. Pittsburgh, you are too far west for the heavy stuff. 2 to 4 inches Saturday night into Sunday. New Jersey, this is complicated. Northern New Jersey, Newark, Jersey City, you might only see 2 to 5 inches. But Southern New Jersey, Atlantic City, Cape May, you are in the danger zone. Saturday night at 10 p.m. through Sunday afternoon, 10 to 16 inches possible with blizzard conditions. Trenton, right in the middle, 6 to 10 inches. Now let us get to New York. This is where millions of people are watching. New York City, Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, you are on the northern fringe. Saturday night at 11 p.m., snow begins. By Sunday afternoon, 3 to 7 inches. Not a crippling storm for the city, but enough to cause major problems. But here is the kicker. Long Island. Eastern Long Island, the Hamptons, Montauk, you are going to get crushed. Sunday morning at 2 a.m., heavy snow begins. By Sunday evening at 8 p.m., 16 to 24 inches possible. This is because that low pressure sits just south of you, pumping moisture directly onto the island. Albany, New York, you are too far north, 1 to 3 inches. Buffalo, Syracuse, Rochester, you are dealing with lake effect snow instead. Separate system, 4 to 8 inches possible through the weekend from Lake Erie and Lake Ontario, Connecticut. This is serious. Hartford, Connecticut, Sunday morning at 4 a.m., heavy snow begins. By Sunday evening, 12 to 18 inches. New Haven, same timeline, 14 to 20 inches because you are closer to the coast. Bridgeport, Stamford, 16 to 22 inches possible. And here is something nobody is talking about. Mystic, Connecticut, and the coastal towns could see 20 to 26 inches with blizzard conditions and coastal flooding. Rhode Island. Providence, you are in the crosshairs. Sunday morning at 3 a.m., the heavy snow arrives. By Sunday night at 10 p.m., 18 to 26 inches total accumulation. This is a historic snowstorm for Providence, Newport, right on the coast, 20 to 30 inches possible with winds gusting to 70 miles per hour. This is extremely dangerous, Massachusetts. Let us talk Boston. Boston, this is your forecast. Sunday morning at 4 a.m., heavy snow begins, and it does not stop until Monday morning at 6 a.m. Total accumulation, 22 to 32 inches. That is over 2.5 feet of snow for Boston. Logan Airport will shut down. The city will shut down. This is a top 5 snowstorm for Boston in the last 30 years. Worcester, you are west of Boston, so slightly less. 18 to 24 inches. Springfield, Massachusetts, you are on the western edge, 10 to 16 inches. But Cape Cod, Provincetown, Hyannis, you are in a nightmare scenario. Sunday morning through Monday morning, 30 to 40 inches possible. 3 feet of snow with hurricane force wind gusts up to 80 miles per hour. This is the definition of a blizzard. You could be stranded for days. Now let me give you the rest of the major cities quickly. Vermont, Burlington, Lake Effect, and this system combined 8 to 14 inches Sunday. New Hampshire, Manchester, Concord, 16 to 24 inches Sunday into Monday. Portsmouth, right on the coast, 20 to 28 inches. Maine. Portland, this storm impacts you Sunday evening into Monday, 20 to 30 inches possible. Bangor, 18 to 26 inches. Bar Harbor and coastal Maine, 30 to 40 inches with extreme blizzard conditions. Kentucky, Lexington, Saturday afternoon, 3 to 6 inches. Louisville, 2 to 5 inches. Tennessee. Knoxville, Saturday morning through Saturday night, 4 to 8 inches. Nashville, you are on the western edge, 1 to 3 inches. Memphis, you missed this storm entirely. Now here is what you need to understand about the timing of the peak impacts. This is life or death information. Saturday afternoon, 2 p.m. through Saturday night at midnight. North Carolina and South Carolina are getting hit the hardest. If you live in the Carolinas, you need to be home and off the roads by 2 p.m. Saturday. Not 3 p.m., not 4 p.m., 2 p.m. Saturday night, 9 p.m. through Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, this is your danger window. Blizzard conditions, travel impossible. Sunday morning, 2 a.m. through Monday morning at 6 a.m. Southern New England, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Connecticut. This is when you get hit. Do not attempt to travel during this time. You will get stranded. The storm begins to pull away from the coast Monday afternoon, but the winds remain dangerous through Monday night. Here is what the wave heights look like. 10 to 12 feet along the Florida coast, Georgia coast, South Carolina coast, Saturday. 20-foot waves along the North Carolina Outer Banks, Saturday night into Sunday. 20 to 25-foot waves from Virginia Beach up through Massachusetts Sunday into Monday. Coastal flooding is a major concern. If you live in a coastal evacuation zone, please pay attention to local emergency management. Now, I promised I would tell you about the pattern that comes after this storm. And this is important because some of you might be thinking, okay, we get through this storm, then we are done, right? Wrong. There is another system developing for the middle of next week, Wednesday into Thursday. And the early models are showing another significant snowstorm for the Midwest and potentially the Northeast again. I am talking Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland, possibly back into Pennsylvania and New York. This is a pattern. We are in an active winter pattern that is going to continue through at least the first week of February. So what should you do right now? Let me give you a step-by-step action plan. Step 1. If you live anywhere in the impact zone I just described, go to the grocery store today, Thursday. Do not wait until Friday. By Friday afternoon, the stores will be chaos. Get water, non-perishable food, batteries, flashlights, candles, matches. Step 2. Fill up your gas tank today. Thursday. Gas stations will have long lines. Friday, and some will run out of fuel. Step 3. Charge all your devices. Phones, tablets, laptops, battery banks, charge everything tonight. Step 4. If you have a generator, test it today. Make sure it works. Get fuel for it. Step 5. Bring pets indoors. Bring outdoor plants indoors if possible. Step 6. If you take prescription medications, make sure you have enough to last through Monday at minimum. Step 7. Check on your elderly neighbors. Make sure they have what they need. Make sure they have a plan. Step 8. If you have a fireplace or wood stove, stock up on firewood today. Step 9. Move your car into the garage if you have one. If not, park it away from trees that could fall. Step 10. Download offline maps on your phone in case cell service goes down. Now let me address something important. Power outages. We still have 400,000 people without power from the last storm. This storm could knock out power for millions more. The areas most likely to lose power. Anywhere the snow totals exceed 12 inches and the winds exceed 50 miles per hour. That means North Carolina coast, Virginia Beach, Rhode Island, Boston, Cape Cod. You are at extreme risk for extended power outages. We are talking 3 to 5 days without power in some areas. maybe longer. If you lose power and you use a generator, never run it indoors or in your garage. Carbon monoxide poisoning kills people every single winter storm. Run it outside, at least 20 feet from your house. If you do not have a generator and you lose power, go to a designated warming shelter. Your local emergency management agency will open shelters. Do not try to tough it out in a freezing house. Now, I want to talk about something that is not getting enough attention. The cold that comes after this storm. Monday night into Tuesday morning, after this storm pulls away, Arctic air crashes south. We are talking wind chills of -10 to -30 degrees from the Carolinas all the way up through New England. If you lose power during the storm and the power is not restored by Monday night, you will be in a life-threatening situation. This is not an exaggeration. Please have a backup plan. Know where you can go if your power goes out. Let me give you some perspective on how rare this storm is. For Raleigh, North Carolina, a 30-inch snowstorm would be the largest in recorded history. The record is 25.8 inches from January 2000. This storm could break that record. For Boston, a 30-inch snowstorm would be in the top 3 all-time. The record is 27.6 inches from the blizzard of 1978. This is generational weather. This is the kind of storm people will talk about for decades. Now, let me show you something fascinating about how this storm developed. Just 24 hours ago, the models were showing this storm tracking 100 miles further west. That would have meant heavy snow for Atlanta, much of Georgia, and less snow for the coast. But in the last 12 hours, every single model shifted east. The European model, the GFS American model, the Canadian model all shifted east. When models converge like this, confidence goes way up. What caused the shift? A high-pressure system over the Atlantic is stronger than the models originally thought. That high pressure is blocking the storm from moving west, forcing it to track up the coast instead. This is actually worse for the I-95 corridor. Coastal storms are always worse for the big population centers from Richmond to Boston. Here is another critical point. The timing of this storm is terrible. Saturday and Sunday are the weekend. People travel on weekends. People go out on weekends. This storm is going to catch people off guard. If this same storm hit on a Tuesday, fewer people would be on the roads. But Saturday afternoon, highways are going to be full of people trying to get home, and they are going to get stuck. We could see thousands of people stranded on highways, just like we saw in Atlanta in 2014 when people abandoned their cars on the interstate. Please, do not let that be you. If you have plans to travel this weekend anywhere in the impact zone, cancel them. Now. Not tomorrow, now. I know you might have family gatherings, events, plans. Cancel them. This is not worth your life. Every single winter storm, we see the same thing. People think they can make it, and they get stuck. Their car runs out of gas. They are stranded for 12 hours in freezing temperatures. Some people die. Do not be that person. Stay home. Now let me talk about the economic impact of this storm. This is going to be a multi-billion-dollar event. Maybe $5 to $10 billion in total economic losses. Flights canceled. Probably 10 to 15,000 flights canceled from Saturday through Monday. If you have a flight scheduled through any East Coast airport this weekend, check with your airline. Most are already offering waivers to change flights for free. Schools closed. Every school district from North Carolina through Maine will be closed Monday. Many will be closed Tuesday as well. Government offices closed. Expect federal government offices in Washington, D.C. to be closed Monday. Businesses closed. Most businesses in the impact zone will be closed Sunday and Monday. Now, here is something you might be wondering. What about the groundhog on February 2nd? Punxsutawney Phil in Pennsylvania? Well, Punxsutawney is far enough west that they will probably only get a few inches from this storm. The ceremony will probably still happen. But honestly, we do not need a groundhog to tell us we have 6 more weeks of winter. This pattern is screaming that winter is not done with us. Let me give you some good news. This storm is not going to impact the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is February 9th in New Orleans. New Orleans is far enough south and west that this storm will not affect them. But if you are trying to travel to New Orleans from the Northeast next week, your travel plans might be complicated by the aftermath of this storm. Now let me talk about something important. Emergency preparedness for families with young children. If you have babies or toddlers, make sure you have extra formula, diapers, wipes, baby food. Stores might be closed for several days. If you have school-age children, prepare for multiple snow days. Have activities planned. Have food they like. Being stuck inside for 3 or 4 days with bored kids is challenging. Make it an adventure. Build blanket forts, play board games, tell stories. Do not let them watch screens the whole time. For elderly family members, especially those who live alone, this is when you need to check on them multiple times. Call them Saturday morning, call them Saturday night, call them Sunday morning. Make sure they are okay. Make sure they have power. Make sure they are warm. If they lose power, go get them. Bring them to your house. Do not let them stay in a freezing house alone. This is what neighbors are for. This is what family is for. Now let me address something I have been seeing on social media. People saying this is overhyped, that meteorologists always exaggerate. I want to be very clear. 41 people are dead from the last winter storm. 400,000 people are still without power. This is not hype. This is real. When meteorologists tell you a storm is dangerous, we are not trying to scare you. We are trying to save your life. I would rather you be overprepared and the storm underperform than you be underprepared and the storm overperform. Here is the bottom line. Saturday afternoon through Monday morning, the east coast of the United States is going to experience a historic winter storm. Feet of snow, blizzard conditions, life-threatening cold afterwards. If you live in the impact zone, you need to prepare today, not tomorrow. Today, go comment below with your city and state. I will reply with a specific forecast for your area. I want to make sure everyone gets the information they need. And please share this video with anyone you know who lives on the East Coast. Your share could save someone's life. The next update is coming tomorrow morning, Friday morning. I will have refined snow totals as the models come in overnight. I will have updated timing. I will have more specific information city by city. Make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss that update. And here is your teaser for tomorrow's video. I am going to reveal which cities are most at risk for extended power outages lasting a week or more. This is critical information you need to know before the storm hits. One more thing before I go. Some of you watching this video are in the South, in areas that are not going to get snow from this storm. Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, Alabama, you are not in the impact zone for this particular storm, but you are still dealing with the aftermath of the last storm. You still have freezing temperatures. You still have power outages. Please take care of each other. Check on your neighbors. If you have power and your neighbor does not, invite them over. Let them charge their devices. Let them warm up. Give them a hot meal. This is what makes us human. This is what makes us a community. For those of you preparing for this incoming storm, I want you to remember, we have been through worse. We have survived worse. We will get through this, but we have to be smart. We have to be prepared. We have to take care of each other. The storm is coming. The models are in agreement. The timing is set. Now it is up to you to prepare. Stay safe, everyone. And remember, I will see you tomorrow morning with another complete update as this storm continues to develop. Drop that comment below with your location. Let me know where you are watching from. Let me know what your biggest concern is about this storm. I read every single comment and I will do my best to answer your questions. This is not just a weather forecast. This is a warning. This is information that could save your life or the life of someone you love. Take it seriously. Prepare today, and we will all get through this together. See you tomorrow.